Hi, my name's Rosalind and welcome to my YouTube channel. My channel is all about social media and digital life skills, so if you're looking to learn, you're in the right place. Today's video is all about changing my router, and this is my old router and this is my new router. I knew my router for my broadband connection was a bit outdated and would need updating fairly soon. But I didn't realise how outdated it was until I started uploading videos to YouTube. Now I have Apple TV, which obviously uses broadband, so I need my router for that. I have my mobile phone and also I have my iPad and my laptop, all needing to use my router. Which was fine when I was using one at a time. They all worked quite nicely. But as soon as I started using two, say I had the Apple TV on and I wanted to search on my laptop, then it was very slow and I had a problem. One of them would stop working and I'd get lots of buffering. And more recently what had been happening is I have a treadmill, and when I was using the treadmill, then that would also interfere with my broadband connection. So time for a new router. So I discussed with my provider what the options were and we decided to go ahead. And they said it was going to be 7 days. So my new router arrived in the post. So I was just waiting for an email to tell me that the connection had been moved over to the new faster broadband, and I just had to connect the new router. Unfortunately, on Friday when I tried to connect, there was no connection. I was in the middle of uploading a video to YouTube, which, if any of you follow me know, Friday is my update day to YouTube, my new videos, and it had processed up to 84% and then stopped. So getting back in touch with my provider, who's EE, another person actually told me that I wouldn't be able to use my broadband until I'd connected to my new router. So this left me with a dilemma because I was halfway through uploading, had no broadband and needed to reconnect because it was going to take them, they didn't know, 2 to 5 hours to get the connection set up. So this is where the hotspot comes in. So if you're not familiar with a hotspot, it's the way of piggybacking off your phone contract and your data allowance to use on another device. So say, for example, you're out and about and you pop into a coffee shop, for example, and they have a Wi-Fi that you can connect to. If you hotspot onto their Wi-Fi, that means you're using their data and not your own from your contract. So if you're low on data on your contract, you can hotspot to somebody else and use their data. I used to do this quite a lot in the beginning when I bought my first iPad, because I bought an iPad without a contract, so I had no mobile connection. So what I used to do, if I was taking my iPad out of the house and away from my router and I didn't have any connection to broadband, I then used to hotspot off my phone and use my unlimited data plan from my phone to be able to work my iPad. So I'm going to show you what I actually did here on my phone to be able to finish uploading my YouTube video. So into your settings, and what you're looking for is Wi-Fi. And what you need to do is click on Wi-Fi and turn it off. So move that green button over to the left, and now you'll see you're not connected. So now we're no longer connected to Wi-Fi, we can look at the personal hotspot, which is underneath it, and it's showing it's off. Now we need to turn this on so that we can give access from our other devices like our laptop to our data on our phone. So if we click on that and we get this screen, we want to move the little white button over to green. Now that will allow us to access our data via our laptop. Now on my laptop, I'm going to go to the top right and look for my Wi-Fi signal and click on that, and that will bring me up all the options. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for where it says Rosalind's iPhone, and I'm going to click on that because that's what I want to connect to. Obviously, if you've got an unlimited data plan, then it isn't a problem. You don't need to worry about how much data you're using when you're hotspotting. So just make sure you've got enough data on your plan to use it. Otherwise, you will get charged extra. So it's just a question of turning off your Wi-Fi on your mobile phone and then piggybacking from which other device you want to use. So obviously I wanted to use my laptop, so then went into my laptop, and instead of having the normal broadband connection, which I would click on and that would be linked to my laptop, what I actually did, I clicked on Rosalind's iPhone. So that means it's going via my iPhone and using the hotspot from my data there. So now I've had an email from EE telling me that my broadband's all ready to go and I can replace this old router here with the new one here. And just plug it in and all will be good. It will work. So, there is a little diagram on the box. This is the new router. So it's slightly bigger than the old one, but that doesn't really matter. So we now need to look at connections and make sure that we're plugging the right bits into the right spaces. It does actually come with a diagram and all the bits and pieces that you need. So let's have a look what we need to do. So it started with a green light and now it's gone to what they call an aqua light. So that means that it's good to go. Okay, so that's ready to go. So onto our phone, into utilities and settings. And if we look where it says Wi-Fi, it's still saying not connected because we disconnected to piggyback on our hotspot for our laptop. So if we turn the Wi-Fi button onto green now, it will start searching for the new router that we've just installed. So once it comes up with the router name, which is on a piece of paper on the back of the router with the password, once you see the name of the router, just click on it, and then once it's done that, it will ask you to put the password in. Now once the password's in, it will take you back to your Wi-Fi page, and you'll notice that you should have a little tick next to the name of your router. So that means that you're all connected. If we go back to settings on the top left, it will show that we are actually now connected and the name of our router. So to test it, all I'm going to do is go into Google and type in a web page. I'm just going to pick the BBC weather, and that was nice and quick, so that all looks good to me. So now looking to change back to broadband on my laptop instead of piggybacking through my iPhone, I'm going to go to the top right and click on the little Wi-Fi sign to bring up the available Wi-Fi. And then here I'm going to pick the name of my router and click on it, and it will ask me for the password. So I'll just type in the password and then click join. And now when I go back, I'll be linked to my new router. So it worked. That was fairly quick, that broadband connection, compared to what I'm used to. So I'm hoping for a really nice fast service now with my broadband. And this little thing can be sent back and be recycled. They provide a bag for that to happen, so that's good. They also sent another cable in the box, which isn't needed. Well, for me it's not, but this is if you want to do a cable connection, which I don't. I want to do a wireless connection, obviously. So that's that. So I hope you found this video useful if you're thinking of updating your router and getting a better broadband connection. I have to say it was fairly painless, apart from the fact that they had told me that I would be able to use it during the day. Just make sure that you get the right information and confirm with them that you can't use it on the whole day when they're connecting. And just remember that you've got your hotspot on your phone that you can use to piggyback, so that you can still use any other devices in the house whilst they're setting up the new connection. So thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and please put any comments, questions or queries down below in the comments box, which I'll reply to. And I'd love you to subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell for any notifications of upcoming videos. So until next time, thanks very much for watching. Bye.